All the dear participants, we are now moving towards the concluding session of this today national level seminar. May I request Dr. Om Prakash Jadhav sir to start his presentation. Dr. Om Prakash Jadhav sir, please.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Holambe sir and Shah sir. So, a very good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all for this my 2G sessions. Friends, in the last sessions, we have seen the application of statistics in social sciences. Under this title, we have seen what is the actual application of statistics. What is the statistics? What is the application of statistics in social sciences, life sciences, everywhere? And we have seen types of data, and also we have seen how to insert data questionnaire to our SPSS window file. And what is the role of statistics in research? Also, we have to see in last lecture. Means in last lecture we have seen how to collect the data, how to insert data questionnaire through our SPSS file. Is right? Now, today's sessions we will see the next part of the last sessions. This is the how to analyze the data. In last sessions, we have to basic fundamental of what is the SPSS, how many windows is there. All that things we have seen in last lecture. Friends, these sessions we have seen we will see what is the descriptive statistics. And yesterday I am discussing there are two types of statistics. One is the descriptive statistics, another is the inference of statistics. Right? So let's start this session. This is my session. In these sessions, the second session is application of statistics in research part second. In these sessions, we will discuss descriptive analysis and descriptive statistics and inference of statistics. Yesterday, we have seen basically two types of statistics. One is the descriptive statistics, like mean, mode, collection of data, representation of the data, and estimation of the data, like find out the mean, variance. These are the descriptive statistics. And another is the branch of statistics, the inference of statistics. What is the inferences? Whenever we setting the hypothesis and we analyze the data, it is known as the inference of statistics. So in that purpose, today's sessions, my focus is how to analyze the data, questionnaire data. Also, I am generating some data and how to analyze. It's right. First is the descriptive analysis. In that particular point, we will discuss here measure of central tendency and dispersions, like mean, mode, median. In briefly, we will discuss here. The second is the correlations. Correlations means there is a relationship between two variables. How to check relationship between variables? In that particular point, we will discuss scatter diagram, Spearman rank correlations, comparison methods. Okay, and then important point is yesterday we have seen in SPSS files some data is there. That point of view, we will discuss here hypothesis testing. In number of number of tests is there. In that particular view, basically two types of testing of hypothesis. First is the parametric test, another is the parametric test. I will discuss what is the parametric and how to identify my data is in my data we use parametric test and or we use non-parametric test. I will discuss in next. Then we check the normality and outliers. If we will use parametric test, then definitely we will check normality of the data and outlier of the data. So that's purpose we check how to check the normality of the and outliers. Now next is the t-test. I will discuss in t-test. There are three types of t-test. I will discuss it, and then ANOVA. ANOVA means it is the variance analysis of variance. It is the extension part of t-test. And I will discuss chi-square test. It is the very popular test in social sciences. Chi-square test, and remaining is to Mann-Whitney test, Wilcoxon sign rank test. These are the non-parametric tests. And lastly, I will discuss here in briefly regression analysis. In that particular point of view, I will discuss what is the difference between correlation and regressions. Regressions, in basically, I will discuss two types of regressions. One is the simple linear regressions and another is the multiple linear regressions. And if we have time, then I will discuss logistic regressions. And right now start here my first slide of this descriptive analysis. To you friends, descriptive analysis means collection of data, tabulation of the data. You know, yesterday I was we have seen yesterday what is the definition of statistics. See, collection of data, we have collect yesterday, tabulation of the data. This is the descriptive tabulation of the data, representation of the data, and analysis of the data, right? And interpretation of the data. Is it right? So, in that particular point of view, in measure of central tendency and dispersion is also descriptive statistics. What is the mean or what is the measure of central tendency? You know, one representative value for all data is known as the central tendency. Huge number of data, huge number. Everybody is saying my bike average is giving 60 kilometers, like how to decide? Only one, how to decide it is 60. It is the average, or it is known as the mean. Basically, it is three types of raw data, frequency data, and third is the continuous form of the data. So, firstly, we will discuss here mean, median, and mode. This is the measure of central tendency. Median means what? It is the represent the center, exact central value, 50% data. And mode is it is the maximum frequency in the our observations. It is known as the mode. It's right. This is these three values are represent the central value of the data. It's right. Now, second thing is, it is very important in researchers. This is the measure of dispersions. What dispersion means? How to my data is spread from me. Dispersion or variation of data from the central tendency. It is right. Small dispersions. If we have to calculate the dispersions, like number of range, quarter deviations, mean deviation, standard deviations. Is there, I will discuss in that particular point, but small dispersion indicates high uniformity of the atoms, while large dispersions indicates less uniformity. Which is right, understand? It's right. So it is the what purpose we use dispersion, where we will check the consistency. If we check the consistency, see these two examples. Suppose student 1 times student 2, or other way I have to considering. First is the suppose Dravid, batsman in cricket. Dravid is the cricket player, famous cricket player, and Sachin. Yeah, otherwise first student and second student. In that particular, in first test, first student get 68 marks. Same test, student second get 85 marks. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 test is there, and getting the marks is also given. Now see these two values, student first and student second. The addition of these two student marks is equal. Then sum is equal means its mean is same. How to decide which student is consistent? It is right. Consistency. How to check the consistency of the student? It is right. That purpose we use dispersions. Means both have got a total of 345 and an average of 69. 345 divided by how many tests conducted? There are 5 tests. Which is right, 345 divided by 5. Then we get the 69 each. The fact is that the second student has failed in one paper, 25 marks, it is failed. But performance is, in first test, he get maximum marks as compared to first student. Okay. But first student has less variations. It is how to check, आप कैसा check करते हो? Mean से how to the data is spread. Mean is 69. 69, this is the 69. ये जो first student का data है, it is near about. But ये जो second student, it is spread. It is very far away for the second. Now, which is the best? The first student is best. How to decide? It is जो मीन है इसके बहुत नजीक है, it is near to mean, so it is the consistent, it is its performance is best, it is right. So this is the sample variance formula. It is not important, but we will discuss about that particular sample variance. Now next point is the coefficient of variations. You know how to find the standard deviations, how to find the variance, it is right. And then coefficient of variation is also important in maximum in industrial statistics. We use this particular coefficient of variations. See, the coefficient of variations, it is known as the CV, or relative standard deviations, is the sample standard deviation expressed as percentage of the mean. Like CV is the coefficient of variation. What is the S? S is the standard deviations divided by mean into 100 into 100. The CV is not affected by multiplicative changes in scale. Is it right? So now we will see here. This is the what is the actual use of the CV? It is used for comparison of variability, stability, uniformity, consistency. That purpose we use coefficient of variation. हम जब कोई भी रिसर्च करते हैं तो बहुत सारे रिसर्चर हमारे पास आते हैं, आप बोलते सर ये मेरे पास डेटा है, आप यहाँ पे मेरे को chi square टेस्ट या टी टेस्ट यूज करके दो. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी. उसका डेटा क्या है कोई नहीं, क्योंकि he was seen in another research paper, और हमारे पास बात करते कि सर प्लीज यूज chi square टेस्ट, टी टेस्ट, लाइक दिस. अब डॉक्टर के पास जाने के बाद अब डॉक्टर से बोलेंगे डॉक्टर साहब एक टैबलेट लिख के दे दो. नो. तो वी आर स्टैटिस्टिशियन. तो स्टैटिस्टिशियन के पास जाने के बाद आप कैसे क्या बताते हो कि सर वी यूज टी टेस्ट. और इट इज फर्स्ट वी चेक द व्हाट इज योर assumptions, what is your hypothesis, and which type of data is there. Then we will decide now which statistical test is appropriate for that particular data. आपको टेस्ट लगाने की जरूरत, ओनली वी आर मेल एंड फीमेल इज ओनली वी टेक द ग्राफ्स. तो सीवी भी अगर वी विल चेक द कंसिस्टेंसी, स्टेबिलिटी, वेरिएबिलिटी ऑफ द डेटा. महाराष्ट्र में 4 रीजन्स या 5 रीजन ले लो, उसमें से कई पैरामीटर्स डेटा कलेक्ट है विच इज द बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस. आईटी सेक्टर है वहां पे परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा होता है. तो दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज सीवी. मींस द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस सीवी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वांटिटी बिकॉज वी चेक द कंसिस्टेंसी. टॉलरेंस पॉइंट इज देयर. टॉलरेंस पॉइंट चेक करने के वास्ते भी we will see which product, which company's performance better than others. How to decide? That time we will see. Large CV, it is very important. Large CV, अगर CV आपकी large है, larger is the variations. आपकी जो CV का फॉर्मूला है S divided by X bar into 100. अगर वो बहुत large होता है, its value is very high. Means what is your interpretation? Larger is, sorry, writing here is the repeated. Large is the variation and poor is the quality. Variation is increases. Our quality is SQC, industrial statistics. It is the one branch of statistics. वहां पे क्वालिटी, स्टैटिस्टिकल क्वालिटी कंट्रोल के वास्ते हुई. अगर इफ वी वेरिएशन इज इंक्रीजेस, आवर क्वालिटी इज पुअर. इट इज राइट. सो दैट पर्पस वी यूज CV. द क्वालिटी कंट्रोल सेक्शन Every quality control department maximum times use of coefficient of variations. Now last point is the which mean the atom to be manufactured as per specification. Specification क्या होता है? अगर मेरे को मोबाइल होना है, what is my specifications? The battery specification is different, weight specification is different, clarity specification. These are the requirement of the customers. और वही कस्टमर के रिक्वायरमेंट से आप प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च होना चाहिए. Okay, that purpose we use the CV. Okay, now friends, next session is the in dispersions in measure of central tendency. Only one variable is there. It is known as the univariate. But now next is the correlations. In correlation point, in that particular point, we will discuss types of correlations, method of studying the correlations, scatter diagram, Carr-Pearson coefficient of correlations, Spearman, method of least square. These method of studying of the correlation we will discuss in this particular point. So firstly, what is the correlation? See, in previous slide, like a measure of central tendency and measure of dispersions. In that particular point of view, only one variable is there. It is X. But correlations is the bivariate methods. Now, co means it is two. The relationship between two variables. We check the relationship between two variables. It is necessary we have two. One is the independent, another is the dependent, or vice versa. Is right? Correlation. Correlation is a statistical technique used to determine the degree to which two variables are related. It is right, understand? This co means to the relationship between two variables. Means one value is increases, another value is increase or decrease. Means one value is change, automatically effect on another values. It is known as also correlations. The relationship between two variables, which type of variables? One is the independent, another is the dependent variables. It is right? So it is known as the correlations. Okay. When only two variables are involved, the correlation is termed as simple correlation. What is simple correlation? Only two variables. One is independent, another is dependent. What happens sometimes? More than two variables is there. More than two variables is there. It is known as multiple correlations, or another one types of correlation, partial correlations. It is right. These are the correlation. It is right. So what is the correlation? A correlation is a relationship between two variables. The relationship between two variables. One is the independent, another is the dependent. It is right. The data can be represented by the order. It is pair. It is bivariate. That's why pair data is. Pair means it is bi. Bi means two. One is the X is independent, Y is dependent, or Y is independent, X is independent. Where X is the independent, Y is the dependent variables. It is right. Now, scatter diagram, scatter plot can be used to determine whether linear straight line correlation exists between two variables. See this example. What is the role of scatter diagram? Friends, only one purpose we use scatter diagram. So, one uses, which is the one? Only we identify the trend of the data. My data is increasing trend or decreasing trend. Which type of trend? There is no relationship between these two variables. which type only we identify the trend of the data. That purpose we use correlations. See, correlation is the statistical tool that helps to measure and analyze the degree of relationship between two variables. We identify the degree of the data. या मेरा डेटा के अंदर is x and y both are correlated or not? अगर correlated है, how much correlated? So that's why it is the degree of the correlation. Correlation analysis deals with the association between two or more variables. We check the associations. It is independent or it is associated to each other or not. That purpose also we use correlations. The measure of correlation called the correlation coefficient. जो कुछ भी correlation correlation find out करते हैं उसको correlation coefficient बोलते हैं. It is represent the R. Coefficient of correlation is lies between -1 to +1. हमेशा जो correlation की value होते हैं वो जो होती है it is -1 और +1. इसके lies between correlation lies between these two values. इसका direction जो होता है the direction of change is indicated by a sign. It is positive sign. It is positive correlation. Yes, what is the positive? Both values are x is independent variables is increased, automatically dependent variables also increase. It means both are the positive, both are the negative. Means it is sign. It is depend upon sign direction of the data. जो किसका इंडिकेट होता है साइन के ऊपर इंडिकेट होता है. द कोरिलेशन एनालिसिस सी मींस डायरेक्शंस. कोरिलेशन is basically two types. One is the positive correlation, another is the negative correlations. So this is one example correlation causations. So first is the rainfall and yield of rice. अगर ज्यादा बारिश होती है तो राइस की आउटपुट yield जो है ज्यादा मिलती है. It is on both rainfall is increased, yield is also increased. अगर rainfall कम है its yield is also less. Income and saving, जिसका इनकम ज्यादा है उसकी सेविंग तो करना है, जिसकी इनकम कम है उसकी सेविंग करनी होगी. These are the which type of means both variables is increase, both variables are decrease. Is right. So this is the basic correlations. Okay, these are the direction of the correlations. It is positive relationship. Direction. What is the positive relationship? Variable change in the same direction. Same direction is both x and y variables is there. X की value अगर increase होती है, automatically increase of y. X and y both are increase. Or x and y both are decrease. These are the positive correlation. What is the positive correlations? One variables is increases, another variables is also increases. One variables is decreases, another variables is also decreases. It is known as the positive correlations. Like height increases, so weight is also increased. Height and weight of the student. Height and weight of the student. It is the positive correlations. A number of examples of the positive correlations. For example, these are the height and weight. Okay. Negative relationship. What negative relationship? Variable change in opposite direction. Opposite direction means x is increases, y is decreases, or x is decreases, y is increases. This is opposite direction, vice versa. अगर x increase होता तो y decrease होगा, अगर y decrease होता तो x increase होगा. It is known as the negative relationship. नेगेटिव रिलेशनशिप, जैसा अगर कई स्टूडेंट है जो 5th और 6th क्लास के, ज्यादा वॉचिंग टीवी, एज टीवी टाइम इंक्रीजेस, वॉचिंग टाइम इंक्रीजेस, अगर वो दिन में 1 घंटा वॉच करता है टीवी, उसका ग्रेड अच्छा ही होगा। अगर वही स्टूडेंट वॉचिंग द टीवी इन मैक्सिमम टाइम 4 hours 5 hours, which is right, time is increase, automatically effect on our grade marks, it decreases. अगर आप टाइम इंक्रीज करते हो वॉचिंग द टीवी, इट्स ग्रेड इज डिक्रीजिंग, इट इज नोन एज द नेगेटिव, इट इज राइट। जैसा कि आप अपने हाथ में आपकी जो कलम रहती है, पेन, जितना ज्यादा लिखोगे उतनी उसकी इंक इज रिड्यूस। दिस इज द अनदर, लाइक अनदर एग्जांपल, स्मोकिंग इज इंक्रीजेस। स्मोकर है वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा स्मोकिंग इज इंक्रीजेस, its life is reduced, means one variable is increase, another is the decrease, it is right. These are the negative. These are the another 2 example, what is consumption and temperature, study time. These are the 2 another examples already I was discussed here. So friends, correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient is used to measure the degree of associations. It is usually denoted by R. The value of R lies between -1 to +1. So positive values of R indicate positive correlations between 2 variables, where negative value of R indicate negative correlations. अगर R की वैल्यू पॉजिटिव में मिलती है, then it is known as the positive correlation. If R value is negative, means it is known as the negative correlations. If R is equal to exactly +1, positive value, what is your interpretation? Implies perfect positive correlation, and otherwise, if we use Carr-Pearson method or Spearman rank method and we find out the R value, it is right, and we will get value R is equal to +1, means what? It is perfectly positive. Yes, 100%. Its degree is 100%. One value is changed, 100% effect on another value. The value of R nearer to +1 or -1 indicate high degree of correlation. या otherwise क्या होता है, जो 1 है उसके near about +1 or -1, near to our values, it is known as the high degree. जैसा 1 की जैसा कम होता है, its degree is less, high degree, middle degree, low degree, like this. And R is equal to 1 implies that there is no relationship between 2 variables. This is the right. Now only the scatter diagram. In that particular diagram, only one purpose, it is identify the trend of the data. That purpose we use scatter diagram. Scatter diagram, which is the graphical representations, x-axis and y-axis is there. Scatter diagram is a graph of observed plotted points where each point represents the value of x and y, x coordinate and y coordinate. It represents the relationship between 2 variables graphically. It is right like this. See, so आपके पास x and y का डेटा है. First we take the graph of x-axis and y-axis. X-axis one variable, y-axis, and draw the graph. ग्राफ इसी तरह से मिलता है. Means what is your interpretation? Yes, my data is positive because X and Y both are the increasing trend. How to decide R is equal to, ये जो कुछ भी है ये R is equal to plus 0.80. It is the degree. How to decide it? How to calculate this value? So we use Carr-Pearson methods. Miss, that we identify the degree of the data. That purpose we use scatter. अपने पास एक रफ आइडिया आता है कि इट इज पॉजिटिव है तो कितना है, नियर अबाउट 60, 70, 80 है इतना. जैसा जैसा डेटा स्प्रेड होता है या लाइन से या पूरा अपने अपने से स्प्रेड होता है, द आर इज लेस लेस लेस. Okay, right? See here, another is the degree of the correlation. The way spread of the data is, yeah, जो in previous slide it is very near, but now here it is very spread of the data. Means R is very less, 0.4, which is right. Now see, negative exam score and watching the TV. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis and this is the x. R is equal to -1. TV watching per week, जैसा जैसा increase होता है, exam score is very less. It is the perfect positive. It is right. Means -1 is perfect. Sorry, perfect negative correlations. Means one value is increases, another value is decreases. It is known as the negative correlations. See, another one is the moderate negative correlation. जैसा कि 100% है, थोड़ा स्कोर में इंक्रीज होता है. इट इज द R इज इक्वल टू 1 से जो -1 से उसके थोड़ा नियर आता है. इट्स मॉडरेट. वीक मींस here the spread of the data is very high level. It's R is equal to minus negative correlation, right? Okay, no degree of the correlations, no correlations. See this, no trend. It is increasing trend, it is not a decreasing trend. जैसा जिसकी हाइट ज्यादा है उसका वेट इसकी IQ ज्यादा है. इट इज नॉनसेंस. कोरिलेशन नहीं होता है. जिसकी हाइट ज्यादा है उसकी IQ is increases. It is not correlated to each other. So this is the degree of correlation. R is equal to this and R is equal to, देखो यहाँ पे ये जो basic correlations है, the measures of correlations. Okay, measures of the correlations. There are two methods known to measure the correlation. First is the Carr-Pearson methods, another the Spearman. If we have measurable form of the data like height and weight of the persons, it is the quantitative form of the data. That time we use Carr-Pearson method. If we have quality like beauty of the person, IQ of the person, that time we use Spearman coefficient of correlations. It is right. This is the Carr-Pearson method, and this is the one numerical problems. We take this. This is the formula. Okay. Now it is very important. What is the interpretation of the correlation coefficient? The value of correlation coefficient R is lies between this. If R is equal to this, means it is positive correlations. R is equal to -1 is it is negative. R is equal to 0. This is the no correlation between one. So R value and interpretation. So my value R value is like 0.9, means strongly association between X and Y. Means strongly correlated to each other. 0.5 moderate associations, 0.25 weak associations. इट इज राइट. आर वैल्यूज इज जैसा जैसा आर की वैल्यू कम होती है, इट्स डिसीजन इज चेंज. इट इज राइट. Now, another very important aspect in correlation coefficient, जब हम regression analysis है, पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट होती है, या मशीन लर्निंग का जो कुछ भी होता है, प्रिडिक्टिव एनालिसिस है, टाइम सीरीज डेटा, दैट टाइम आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट डिटर्मिनेशंस. Is it right? So the correlation coefficient of determination, it is the coefficient of determination, it is a representation of r square. Coefficient is what? It is the r, and we take the square of that particular values. It is known as the coefficient of determination. Okay, like r square is explain variations divided by total variations. It is very simple. थोड़ा मैं easy करके बताता हूँ कि अगर आपकी r की वैल्यू है, जो कुछ भी हम correlation is suppose its value is 0.90, correlation coefficient r 0.90. Then what is the coefficient? We take the r is equal to 0.90. We take the square of this, means 0.36. No, sorry, 0.90. It's r is equal to 0.90, and we take the square of these values, means 0.81. 0.81. 0.81. It is the coefficient of determinations. Right? See, this is the one example. Okay, the correlation coefficient for the data that represent the number of hours studying, watching televisions, and the test score of each student. It is right, like a previous slide is there, so watching the TV and grading marks. R is equal to its values is minus 0.831. It is the correlation. Find the coefficient of correlations. Means R is equal to, we take the, see, we take, this is the R, this is the R square. Its values is square of these values, means approximately 0.691, about 69%. About 69% of the variation in the test score can be explained by the variation in our hours of TV watching. Now also see, 100 minus 69.1 means we get only 30.9% of the variation is unexplained. In a simple way, we have the data height and weight of the person. X is the height and Y is the weight of the person. And we find out the Carr-Pearson method R. R value is suppose 60. Sorry, 0.60. R value is 0.60. And means R is it is correlated 0.60. We take the R square in percentage, but 36% means 36%. 0.60. We take the 0.60 square, coefficient of determination. Its values is, and we into 100 means percentage. Its value is 36. What is your interpretation? आपके पास जो कुछ भी डेटा x and y डेटा is there, height and weight, उसका r square हम r निकालेंगे तो 0.60 मिलता है, उसका r square मिलता है 36, means 0.60 का स्क्वायर ले लो into 100 means 36% में मिलेगा. और जो 36%, व्हाट इज योर इंटरप्रिटेशन? द इंटरप्रिटेशन इज दिस, जो हाइट एंड वेट है ये 36% एक दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. Only 36% my data is explained form, means 100 minus 36 means 64%. 64% is the another causes is there. दूसरा कोई तो कारण है उसके वास्ते, वो 64% causes है. जो height and weight means it is unexplained form of the data. It is right, but this is the coefficient of determinations. This is the one example. It is right. The coefficient of this is the this is the coefficient of R square. This is R square. Suppose R is equal to 0.9. R square is equal to what? R square is equal to 0.81. This would mean that 81% of the variation in the dependent variable has been explained by the independent variables. जो कुछ भी डेटा होगा x and y, आप जो कोरिलेशन चेक करना चाहते हो, it is correlated to each other or not, or it is कितना डेटा अपना एक्सप्लेन फॉर्म पे है, यस 100% डेटा एक्सप्लेन है या नहीं है, तो दैट टाइम वी यूज आर स्क्वायर. सो फ्रेंड्स, now this is the correlations. Now I will discuss here testing of hypothesis. You know, in morning sessions Gore sir is discuss hypothesis testing, and in these sessions I will discuss hypothesis testing, like how to analyze the data for t-test. Is right? So hypothesis testing type is very few, so that's why I am skip. So hypothesis, it is a very this is the Bell-safe form. It is known as the normality of the data. How to check the normality of the data? If अगर आपका डेटा ये Bell-safe में आता है, तो it is known as the normality. See, in inference of statistics, there are two types of branches in inferences. One is the parametric inference, another is the non-parametric, parametric test and non-parametric test. How to decide, or how to decide which data is normally distributed? Then simple way, number of methods is there. अगर आपका डेटा ये बेल शेप में आता है, it is known as the normal data. This simple way, थोड़ा नॉन स्टैटिस्टिशियन के लैंग्वेज में बताना चाहता हूँ, सिंपल वे ऑफ द डेटा. ओके, सो नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड मीन्स ये होता है, और मैक्सिमम डेटा इज नॉर्मल. इफ लार्ज डेटा इज देयर, automatically my data is follow normally distributed is maximum times. How to decide? अगर आप जो कुछ भी डेटा है, sample size is very less, our data is abnormal. Sample is increases, our data is follow normally. If my data is normally distributed, then go to the parametric test. If my data is not normal, then go to the non-parametric test. I mean, how to decide normality? Normality अगर समझ लो, जो 10th का रिजल्ट लास्ट ईयर के जो भी 10th के स्टूडेंट हैं, तो मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट को कितने मार्क मिलते हैं? तो नियर अबाउट 60 to 70 या 50 to 70 मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट के मार्क्स. Means maximum is it is the near about 70% data. See here this diagram, 70% data, 70% student को इतने मार्क मिलते हैं approximately, plus or minus is there. ऐसे कितने स्टूडेंट, वेरी लेस स्टूडेंट जिसको आउट ऑफ मार्क मिलते हैं, इट इज वेरी लेस स्टूडेंट. सी इज अ वेरी लेस, इसको जिसको हाईएस्ट मार्क मिलते हैं, इट इज 1% और 2%. और जिसको 0 to 1, 0 to 5 मार्क मिलते हैं, इट इज ऑल्सो वेरी लेस. इट इज राइट. सो मैक्सिमम डेटा जो होता है वो सेंट्रलाइज, और उसी तरह से इफ सैंपल साइज इंक्रीजेस, ऑटोमेटिकली माय डेटा इज फॉलो नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. These are the steps in testing of the hypothesis. How to test? अभी देखो, which is the previous. Now start here. Inference of statistics. Inference. तो आपके पास आप first we set the hypothesis. You know what is the hypothesis, null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. इतना ज्यादा भी नहीं क्योंकि मेरे पास टाइम्स थोड़ा कम है, hands on training है. Testing of the hypothesis, formulation of null hypothesis, alternative hypothesis, specification of the level of specification of the level of significance. A 5% level of significance, 1% of level significance, ये भी चेक करते हैं. 5% level, so 95% my confidence interval is there. 1% if you are the social sciences student, अगर आप social science के हो तो 95%, 5% error is there. अगर medical sciences 1% error allowed, means 99% accuracy is there. See, friends, in these sessions we will discuss t-test, right? So how to the t-test is used to test whether mean of the group data is same or different. There are basically three type of t-test. One sample test, another is the independent sample t-test, another is the pair t-test. It is right. One sample t-test, independent and pair. First we will discuss one sample test. One sample t-test has only one sample. If test whether the sample mean is equal to specific value. So these are the when to use one sample t-test. आप जैसा कि मैं एग्जांपल लेने वाला हूं, ये एग्जांपल है जो कि एग्जांपल उसका हम एनालिसिस करेंगे. फिलिप्स कंपनी है. Philips company has launched a new brand, not branch, it is brand of light bulb, and claim that under normal circumstances the average life of the light bulb is 1000 hours. A retailer wants to test this claim and has taken a random sample of 10 light bulbs. He tests the life of light under normal circumstances. Miss Philips company जो है वो एक नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर चुके हैं. लाइट बल्ब्स है, ट्यूबलाइट्स रहते हैं ना उसी तरह के, और उनका क्लेम है जो लाइट की लाइफ है 1000 आवर्स फंक्शनिंग करती है, उसका कंपनी का क्लेम है. सो रिटेलर जो है, शॉपकीपर रिटेलर है, उन्हें वो टेस्ट करना चाहता है इट इज कंपनी का जो क्लेम है वो सही है ना. मैक्सिमम इन मार्केट बजाज होंडा इज क्लेम माय टू व्हीलर इज बेस्ट. हाउ टू डिसाइड? इट्स राइट, हाउ टू डिसाइड which two wheeler is best? It's right. That purpose we use one sample t-test. To test this claim and has okay, उन्हें क्या किया, फिर रिटेलर ने क्या किया, 10 सैंपल चूज किया और उसकी लाइफ एक नॉर्मल सर्कमस्टेंस पे चेक किया. तो उसकी लाइफ इन आवर्स जो है, फर्स्ट जो लाइट है कितने आवर्स फंक्शन किया, लाइफ उसकी कितने 800. इट इज राइट, 800 फर्स्ट लाइट. सेकेंड लाइट की 750, 940, third, fourth, fifth, 8, 9. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4. There are how many? There are 10 samples randomly selected. किसने सेलेक्ट किया? रिटेलर ने, क्योंकि उसको क्लेम करना है, कंपनी ने जो क्लेम किया वो सही है या नहीं है. तो हाउ टू चेक? सो हियर हाउ टू सेट द हाइपोथेसिस. इट इज राइट, हाउ टू सेट द हाइपोथेसिस. हाइपोथेसिस किस तरह से सेट करेंगे? देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ हाइपोथेसिस. वन इज द नल हाइपोथेसिस, अनदर इज द अल्टरनेटिव. तो नल हाइपोथेसिस क्या होता है? इन नल हाइपोथेसिस जो कंपनी ने क्लेम किया है, इट इज राइट, जो 1000 आवर, इट इज ट्रू. म्यू इज इक्वल टू 100. द मीन एवरेज जो बताए उन्हें वो सही है, इट इज ट्रू. अल्टरनेटिव इज द इट इज नॉट ट्रू, इट इज राइट. सो ये जो एग्जांपल है इसका हम एनालिसिस करेंगे एसपीएसएस से. ओके, सी दिस इज माय एसपीएसएस फाइल. मैंने ऑलरेडी क्रिएट कर चुका हूं. आपको करना है तो सिमिलर यस्टरडे वी हैव सीन कि हाउ टू इंसर्ट द डेटा. सो दिस इज माय एनालिसिस फाइल. सो ये दिस इज अनदर एग्जांपल बट वी हैव टू लाइफ ऑफ द डेटा. Life here, this is life number 8 to life of the light in hours. ये जो ले लिया है ये फोकस कर दो आप इसके ऊपर. ये डेटा है उसके वास्ते इंडिपेंडेंट. सॉरी, दिस इज द one sample t-test. It is right. Then we will go to the data view. Data view के अंदर हम डेटा में जाएंगे. Analysis. See, this is the very important. Now it is the compare mean. The mean हम क्या करते हैं, मीन से कंपेयर करोगे. 1000 जो है कंपनी का केम एवरेज है, वो दिस इज द मीन. एवरेज मींस इट इज द मीन. और जो डेटा हमने कलेक्ट कर चुका है रिटेलर ने, वही हम केस स्टडी लेंगे. दिस इज द वन सैंपल. सी जो डेटा है वो लाइफ ऑफ लाइट इन आवर्स जो मैंने टेस्ट वेरिएबल लिया है. और यहाँ पे टेस्ट वैल्यू जो कुछ भी है वो कंपनी ने क्लेम जो किया है अपना. दिस इज माय प्रॉब्लम्स. यस, दिस इज द क्लेम लाइफ. दिस इज द एवरेज मीन. ये जो 1000 है, इट इज राइट. तो वी सेट दिस 1000. हम चेक करते हैं मींस व्हाट इज द मीन. Mean is equal to mu is equal to 1000. This is the H naught. Null hypothesis हम क्या लगाएंगे? As a customer, retailer छोड़ दो. As a customer, what is your opinion? Yes, ऐसा हो सकता है कि ये बल्ब की लाइफ 1000 हो सकती है. Alternative hypothesis और नहीं हो सकते हैं. The company claim is wrong. It is alternative hypothesis. So how to check? It is right. We go to the, it is 95%. 5% errors is allowed. Is continue. Okay, we check here. This is my output. Now this is the number of samples is 10. Mean is this. Standard deviation is this. Standard error is this. You know, very important if we use manually calculate. This is a t value is correct. Degrees of freedom. One independent means 10 minus 1 is 9. See here, this is the. So what is your interpretation? अपना hypothesis क्या है? Yes, mu is equal to 1000. Mu is an average mean. जो 1000 वो सही है. Alternative hypothesis, it is not equal. Both are different हो सकती है. कंपनी जो क्लेम किया है, this is the wrong claim. This is the wrong claim. So now here, what is here? It is the 0 point. This is the significance value. It is known as p value. Its p value is 0.002. Means what is your point? If these values is less than 5%, 5% means 0.05. अगर 5% से ये significance value जो है less आती है, my alternative hypothesis is accepted. What is our alternative hypothesis? My alternative hypothesis is this कि जो कंपनी ने क्लेम कर चुका है, this is the wrong claim. It is right. Claim of the company is the wrong. So means my alternative hypothesis is accepted. Means what happened? जो कंपनी ने क्लेम किया है वो गलत है. It is right. This is the one sample. जैसा होंडा या बजाज जो कुछ भी कंपनी या कौन सा प्रोडक्ट है, is my product is best. How do you आप यूज करो, उसका डेटा कलेक्ट करो, देन we use this test and we check it, the claim of company is true or false. So it is the t test, it is the one sample t test. Now okay, sorry, now this is the assumptions of the, these are very different, लेकिन ये assumptions check करना चाहिए, थोड़ा टाइम का रिस्ट्रिक्शन है, मैं ज्यादा कोरिलेशन के ऊपर फोकस कर चुका हूँ. ओके, द assumptions of एक कॉमन assumptions है हर इसका, द डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स मस्ट बी कंटिन्यूअस इंटरवल रेशियो फॉर्म, द ऑब्जर्वेशंस आर इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ वन अनदर, जो ऑब्जर्वेशन है वो दूसरे के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट नहीं होना चाहिए. द इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स शुड बी अप्रोक्सीमेटली नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. वी हैव टू चेक द नॉर्मलिटी, मेरा डेटा नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड होना है. आप नॉर्मलिटी किस तरह से चेक करना मैं बताता हूं. द डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स शुड बी कंटेन एन आउटलायर्स. आउटलायर और डेटा के अंदर नहीं. व्हाट इज द आउटलायर? आउटलायर मींस इट इज द एक्सट्रीम वैल्यू. जैसा मैक्सिमम डेटा होता है सपोज 100 to 200 के बीच होता है. बाय मिस्टेक वन वैल्यू इज 50. 50 इज द आउटलायर्स. हम क्या करते हैं उस टाइम? रिमूव देम. It is right. So another independent t-test. Independent t-test किस तरह से होती है? Independent t-test जो होती है, this is the pair t-test. जैसा pair independent t-test होती है, independent t-test, independent समझो Bajaj, you have seen Bajaj and Honda, both are claim. Manufacturing, जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बोथ आर द इंडिपेंडेंट. बजाज की अलग है और होंडा की अलग है, लेकिन दोनों मैन्युफैक्चरिंग क्या करते हैं? टू व्हीलर, और वो बोलता है कि माय प्रोडक्ट इज गुड, वही बोलता है माय प्रोडक्ट इज गुड. अनदर वन एग्जांपल इज इन आवर एग्जांपल, यस्टरडेज एग्जांपल, मेल एंड फीमेल सैलरी इज देयर. हम चेक करना चाहते हैं कि मेल और फीमेल की सैलरी सेम है या डिफरेंट है. देयर इज सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस टू और नॉट. मींस कंपैरिजन पर्पस. सी व्हेन टू यूज टी टेस्ट, इफ आवर डेटा इज नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड होना चाहिए. अनदर वन थिंग इज कंपैरिजन पर्पस. Comparison purpose, we use t-test. There are three type of t-test. Okay, right? The null hypothesis of independent is that there is no significant difference between these two in the mean of the two groups, A and B. जैसा मेल और फीमेल की जो पेमेंट है उस दोनों में कोई डिफरेंट नहीं है. That's purpose. Alternative is there is significant difference. Yes, बहुत सारे प्राइवेट मेल और फीमेल का डिफरेंस है या नहीं है. जैसा कि होंडा एंड बजाज बोथ आर. व्हाट इज योर हाइपोथेसिस? द बजाज क्लेम एंड होंडा क्लेम आर सेम, मींस H0 is both are homogeneous. Alternative as there is no significant difference between these two. It is right. So we have to check independent t-test. Similarly independent t-test, सी मैंने ये देता हूं 1 मिनट. यस्टरडेज डेटा फाइल, खर्जा फाइल. ओके वेट, न्यूज. ओके, सो द कंपैरिजन पर्पस. अनदर वन इज द पेयर टी टेस्ट. व्हाट इज द पेयर टी टेस्ट? बिफोर एंड आफ्टर. अगर एक फूड before and after purpose, before and after data is there, that time we use here. See, this is the, हम क्या एनालिसिस करना चाहते हैं कि जो बिगिनिंग सैलरी है एंड करेंट सैलरी, there is significant difference between these two or not? Yes. तो हमने किस तरह से करेंगे? This is a rough data. So this comparison mean independent T. Okay. Independent T test. यहाँ पे जाके हमने क्या किया है? Current salary and beginning salary. अगर आपको ग्रुप में जाना है तो मेल और फीमेल का भी आप कर सकते हैं, नो प्रॉब्लम. वी गो टू द, इफ मेल और फीमेल का चेक करना है इंडिपेंडेंटली, वी सेलेक्ट दिस. ओके. या अदरवाइज current salary or male and gender wise go here. One minute. Analysis, comparison mean, comparison mean. ओके, अपने पास जो कुछ भी डेटा है करंट ले लिया, what happened? Reset the data. Why not taking? ओके, 1 मिनट. ये डेटा का कोई प्रॉब्लम है शायद. Okay, I will try again. Okay. So we will go to the pair T test. When to use pair T test? Pair जो T test होती है, it's right. Pair test is after and before data is there. जैसा डायबिटीज पेशेंट होते हैं, it's right. डायबिटीज का जो पेशेंट होते हैं, या अदरवाइज one example is there. I take one example of pair T test. जो pair T test है, this is the pair T test. Okay, these are the same hypothesis. This is a pair T case. A company selected salesmen random and their sales figure for the previous month are recorded. Then they go training, means before, see, salesman को जो कुछ भी दिया है previous without training उसका sale. Then they go training course devised by a business consultant and their sales figure for the following month are compared as shown in the table. जो कुछ भी प्रीवियस है और जो करंट है, मुझे बिफोर विदाउट ट्रेनिंग से पहले मुझे उसको ट्रेनिंग किस तरह से है कि वो सेल हाउ टू, विदाउट उसको ट्रेनिंग नहीं, कुछ नहीं. उन्हें क्या किया है, कई प्रोडक्ट दे दिया है, भेजने को बोला है, तो उन्हें 75 प्रोडक्ट भेजा है, 90 प्रोडक्ट है विदाउट ट्रेनिंग प्रीवियस. आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग मुझे बिफोर एंड आफ्टर. जैसा अगर इन फिजिकल साइंसेस मींस इन स्पोर्ट्समैन, अगर स्पोर्ट्समैन है तो मेरे को ट्रेनिंग, विदाउट ट्रेनिंग मेरे को कुछ एक्सरसाइज करने को, और वी आर मेजरिंग सम डेटा, और मेरे को कहीं ट्रीटमेंट ट्रेन करने के बाद जंप मारने को बोला, दैट वी हैव टू मेजर. अदरवाइज अनदर इज द, जैसा ड्रग्स है, बिफोर शुगर जो टेस्ट, बिफोर फूड, आफ्टर फूड, जो कुछ भी डॉक्टर का रिपोर्ट हो, उसी तरह से आफ्टर, वही एक ही पेशेंट होता है, उसको बिफोर एंड आफ्टर. इट इज राइट. सो बिफोर एंड आफ्टर डेटा इज देयर, दैट टाइम वी यूज पेयर टी टेस्ट. इट इज राइट. सो उसी तरह जो प्रॉब्लम्स है कंपनी का, उसी तरह से वही डेटा हमने ले लिया है. सो 1 मिनट. where I will close this here. No. Okay. So this is the previous line column. We check the, आप उसी तरह से कंपैरिजन में जाइए और पेयर टी टेस्ट है, यहाँ पे जो है प्रीवियस वैल्यू है एंड फॉलोअर. अगर नंबर ऑफ वेरिएबल्स इज देयर आल्सो we have include here, no problem. We check this output, where output, okay, there output. This is the t test. So means before and after जो कुछ भी है उसका देखो. See here, this value is significance value. जो data time is very few minutes is there, so that's why. So this is the significance value. The significance values is, these values is, it is greater than 5% or less than 5%. That these values is greater than 5%. 5% means 0.05. It is means my alternative hypothesis. My alternative hypothesis is rejected, means my is accepted. It is right. जो differences है, so that purpose it is right. So next is, so I will discuss only chi-square test, ANOVA. If we have only two variables, that time we use t-test. If more than two independent variables, there's a x1, x2, there's a Honda and Bajaj is there, only two variables, we check the significant difference. That purpose we use t-test. If more than company is there, suppose 100 companies there, one number of independent variables is there, that time we use analysis of variance. But analysis of variance. Now here we will discuss here chi-square. Chi-square is the non-parametric test. You know, chi-square, we check the association between variables. We check the association between two variables. That purpose we use chi-square. अगर आप कल का जो डेटा था, अगर वो डेटा हमने लेता है, we yesterday's data we had to showing here. There are two options. Last question is the satisfaction level. Satisfaction level जो है कुछ भी वो चेक करने का है, उसके किसके ऊपर satisfaction, उसकी एजुकेशन के ऊपर. There is association between two variables. Means what is the hypothesis of chi-square? These are the assumptions of the random simple method. Sampling method is simple random sampling. Okay, each population is at least 10 times as large as its respective samples. These are the assumptions. Main purpose is when to use chi-square test. If we check the association between two variables, qualitative data is there, that time we use chi-square test. We check the goodness of fit. That purpose also we use this test. Okay, so parametric and non-parametric test. So for friends, in few minutes I will stop here, no problem. This is the one diagram, but ANOVA is the, ANOVA analysis of variance, chi-square. Cross tables is necessary in what is the chi-square formula? Summation of OI minus EI bracket square divided by OI. What is the EI? EI is the expected. So अब हम क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे, तो आप लोगों को चेक करना है कि association between जिसकी one is the education जिसका ज्यादा है, उसको पेमेंट ज्यादा है, उसके वास्ते वो सेटिस्फाई है, वो सही है या देयर इज there is association, means satisfaction is depend upon its educations or satisfy. The satisfaction is depend upon its faculty wise. It is dependent or independent. So how to check? Then go to the this क्रॉस टेबल किसका किसका होना, मेरे को होना है कि we check the education row and job satisfactions, okay, and then go to the spaces. The chi-square test is there, okay, continue, okay, this is my output. Similar thing, only we have to check the significance. If Pearson chi-square test is value is 0.00, means it is yes, there is educations and satisfactions are depend to each other. जिसकी education ज्यादा है उसको payment ज्यादा है, उसके वास्ते वो satisfy. There is association. This is the chi-square. Okay. Now I will take the how to check the correlations. See, correlations bivariate, bi means two. अब आपको पता होना चाहिए कि which variables is correlated, it is dependent to, जिसकी height ज्यादा है उसका weight ज्यादा होता है. This is the example, height and weight of the person. We check the correlation, which Pearson, yes, Spearman है जो quality data है, that time we use this, we use the Pearson. So click here and we get the this. See here, Pearson height and weight. It's age of the respondent and height of the respondent minus 0.0, which is negligible है. मेरा डेटा सही नहीं है. So that's why it is right. Miss, what is your interpretation? It is negatively correlated. It is negatively correlated. So this is the height and weight है. अपना बहुत सारा डेटा है, उसके वास्ते भी आप correlation use कर सकते हो. It is right. Now see, this is the one diagram when to use parametric. So it is the these are the parametric and non-parametric. What parametric test and non-parametric test. तो ये टेबल में दिखाऊं, यहाँ पे बहुत सारा, it is very simple है to how to set parametric and non-parametric. Time constraint है तो उसके वास्ते में. Now researcher, these are the challenge, recent trend in statistics, or this is the research trend in researchers. Only we have अब जो analysis कर चुके हो in few samples, but now challenge researcher के सामने यही challenge है. मैं within 2 or 3 minutes I will finish this my talk. Big data analysis, data environment analysis, DEA, and data mining and fuzzy and optimization technique. So these are the research के पास ये जो डेटा है, उसी तरह machine learning है. Big data means it is this big data is depend upon 3V: volume, variety and velocity of the data. Previous के साथ is we have in small data is there. अभी जैसा सोशल मीडिया है, ऑनलाइन सब हो चुका है, तो इट इज द बिग डेटा. बिग डेटा मीन्स वॉल्यूम ऑफ द डेटा. Volume is, it is the large data. Volume is huge data. Variety, heterogeneous variety is there. It is video form of the data, audio form of the data, information form of the data, qualitative form, quantitative form of the data. It is the structure and unstructured form of the one variety of the heterogeneous variety of the data. And velocity, within second data is generated. Our researcher के सामने these are the challenge, how to analyze the such type of data. जैसा सोशल मीडिया, आपको मालूम है only Google, Facebook, Twitter only 10% डेटा जनरेट करते हैं और 90% डेटा हम खुद जनरेट करते हैं. These are the, तो मैं तो यही बोलता हूँ, जिसके पास डेटा ज्यादा है वही these are the very important. We have data is very important. So big data analysis, data mining, and fuzzy. These are the challenges. These are the big data. Okay. Thank you. Uh, thank you very much. Firstly, again I would like to thanks convener, co-convener, secretary of this seminar for inviting me as a resource person. Also, I would like to thanks TC College, Baramati, and Sri Sant Gajanan Mahavidyalaya, Kharja, for inviting me as a resource person. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Hello to everyone. I am Raju Maitre, Sri Sant Gajanan Mahavidyalaya, Kharda. It gives me immense pleasure to express vote of thanks at the conclusion of the second session of day 2 of two-day national level seminar toward all the dignitaries. First of I would like thank respected principal Professor Dr. Murumkar sir. Secondly, I express gratitude towards Professor Meher sir. Thirdly, I must thank resource person for this session, Dr. Om Prakash Jadhav sir, who have given detailed presentation on topic allotted research methodology and uses of SPSS. Like how to create SPSS sheet, how to do entry of variables and many other things related to research. I would like to extend our gratitude towards all the registered participants in huge number. With this note and with the consent of chairperson, announce this session comes to end. Thank you.